It's a beautiful day, and welcome to Heartships. It's your girl Lou. For today, we will talk about dress code. Does it really matter in a relationship? And to help me discuss this, I have three wonderful ladies. I'll ask them to introduce themselves.
Hey, my name is Natasha. I'm an IT student and I'm also a poet.
Hi guys, my name is Tando. I am a singer and I'm also a student studying journalism at NUST.
Hi guys, my name is Vanele. I'm a young, beautiful lady doing journalism. I love writing and I'm also an aspiring model.
Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
I'll start with Tando. Do you really think that dress code matters as a young girl in this conservative society, if I may put it that way?
Well, it all depends with the type of person that you're dating or you're going out with. To some, it doesn't matter. To some, it does. But as for me, I don't think that dress code matters because to some certain extent, it's the heart that matters. We choose love, not clothes. So I don't think that is really important in relationships.
What do you think, Natasha?
I beg to differ. I mean, like you said, in this conservative society that we live in, conservative as it may be, people these days are all about aesthetics. How people are supposed to look, if you look good, if we look good together. So, no matter how much of a good heart you have, nobody's gonna see it if it's covered up underneath, how do I put it, clumsiness, for lack of a better word.
From what she's saying, Vanilla, do you think that people in relationship nowadays, they are portraying a picture whereby they have to be picture perfect, or they actually really want to be in love with the next person?
No, basically I think that you have to look decent for whosoever that you're dating. I agree with Natasha because you can't come to me looking clumsy and say it's all... Yeah, I fall in love with the heart. It's not about the clothes or anything like that. In order for me to fall in love with you, you have to present yourself. You have to look presentable. Then I'll fall in love with you after seeing the way you present yourself to me.
But isn't it about the matters of the heart that you are interested in someone because you've got feelings for them, not about the way they look to you?
It is, but to a lesser extent because I only get to find out about the heart later on. You understand? Right now, I'm dealing with what you look like. If I like your shoes, I like your shirt, I like your trousers, that's like the first thing that I have to deal with before you present yourself to me, you know. So if I like that, that's already a plus. That means I'm going to open up myself and maybe try and see what you have to offer. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think, Tando?
I think that it's a matter of appearance versus reality. People are not what they appear to be. What these ladies are saying is that they are falling in love with the clothes, with how one dresses, but that is not love. They are like in a beauty pageant where they are contesting for fashion. Well, it's something to do with hearts. You know, when you love someone, you love them with what they have, with how they dress. You don't have to like someone's dressing. You don't have to first like someone's dressing in order to love someone. No, you have to fall in love with the heart, then everything else will follow. I mean, like, let us take an instance. Back then, we didn't have the Gucci's, we had the Mapechu, but people still fall in love, right? So what I'm saying is that clothes don't really matter. What matters is the heart, how we love each other. What if I don't have what you want me to dress like? What if I don't have the money to present myself in a way that you want me to present myself? You see what I'm saying?
Okay. No, I get that. And what's your take, Vanille?
I do get Tando's point, but what about first impression? There's no way I'm going to give you a chance to show me that good heart that you have and love me the way you think you can if I'm not even impressed with the way you're presenting yourself. You must come presentable. Like in a relationship, you need to present yourself in such a way that your girlfriend or boyfriend won't even be afraid to introduce you to other people as his or her partner. That's what I think.
Okay, and so what would you deem as appropriate dress code when you are in a relationship?
I think that's up to the two people. in the relationship. If both of you think skinny jeans are appropriate for you, that's cool. That's like your thing. If the next person thinks that their girlfriend wearing long skirts is appropriate, then sure, that's his thing. So it all depends on the two people in the relationship.
And what's your take, Tando?
Well, for appropriate, I think that one should wear what he or she feels comfortable with. If you feel good in tights, if you feel good in crop tops, it's okay. It all depends with what your guy thinks. If your boyfriend thinks that you look good in wearing short skirts or slits, it's all good. It all depends with what both of you agree on saying to each other.
But then, is it a topic that you should put up for discussion in a relationship? Like you sit down and you actually discuss on the way you should dress?
Personally, I think yes, it's a topic that we can actually discuss. Because, for example, maybe I'm that person who likes wearing short skirts and crop tops and all that, and my guy doesn't like that. So I think it would be appropriate for him to come to me and tell me that he prefers me to wear decent clothes or long dresses or whatever it is he thinks that I must wear, rather than keeping it inside him and not being happy whenever he sees me wearing those kind of things.
But then most guys, or most women actually, might think that men who say things like that, like the girl is wearing short skirts and crop tops and all those clothes that show a little bit of skin, are being insecure. How do you make the men actually understand that there is nothing wrong with you wearing crop tops or just showing a little bit of skin?
I think it all goes back to what Vanessa said. You need to have a conversation about it. Like, you come to a compromise that, babe, listen, this is what I feel comfortable in. Okay, this is what I like to wear. Of course, I have to consider your feelings, but if this is what I primarily feel comfortable in and you have a problem with it, then we have a problem. You see, so the two people need to sit down and agree that, okay, if you like short skirts and crop tops, these are the kind of things that you're going to wear when we're at home by ourselves or when it's just the two of us at a certain place. But if we're going to go public, then they have to be like covered up and be decent, like you said.
So is it a matter of compromise? Do you think that they have to compromise, or you have to compromise the way that you dress for your relationship to be actually successful?
Yes, I definitely think that there should be a lot of compromises, because a relationship is about sacrifice, understanding some person, making one happy, putting someone else's happiness before you. So if my guy feels good with me wearing long skirts, then we're good. If I feel comfortable with him wearing jeans and flat caps, then we're good. I feel that there should be a lot of compromises in relationships.
And what do you think, Vanilla?
Yeah, I do agree that we must compromise, but if you're not comfortable with me wearing short skirts with crop tops, you came to me and you found me actually wearing those things. You proposed to me wearing those things. So why must I change now? If you prefer a girl wearing long skirts and whatever it is, then go to her and leave me. You're the one who came to me and you actually found me in my crop top. So why must I change for you? You came to me, not the other way around.
There is more to uniqueness than clothes. She also raised a point of first impression. Well, you can have first impression with falling in love with the heart, not with the way one is wearing, not with the way one is presenting himself. You don't have to love someone's clothes in order to love the person. No, you have to love someone, love what he is, not how he or she wears. So I don't think that clothes can play such a major role in deciding love for one, like choosing a lover because of how he or she wears. No, it's not appropriate.
Is it a matter of being superficial?
It is. Because like I said earlier, people are all about aesthetics now. It's all about how we look. Are we going to look good together? Are we going to take fire Instagram pictures together? So like what Vanelli said, your first impression matters. like the one thing I am going to see about you, the one thing I'm going to like about you the first time I see you is what you look like. Your face, your clothes. To your face and your clothes. It's not about the heart at that point. I see you, I like your clothes. So I'm going to talk to you, or you're going to talk to me because you like what you see, not what's in here. Nobody's walking around with an x-ray. You understand? So it's about what you look like. That's what you offer to people before you even introduce yourself, before you have a conversation with the next person, before they actually even understand what you're about. This is what you see first.
Okay.
So this has to be presentable before I like you or before you ask me out on a date.
Okay.
You understand?
I like to ask Tando a question. Let's say it's your first date with someone that you don't know, you've never seen before. Wouldn't it be of much importance for you with the way that he would have presented himself when he's approaching you, or when you guys are going somewhere, whether it's lunch or dinner or whatever? Wouldn't dress code be actually important? Because you're just seeing that person for the first time, and you only know maybe you've talked to him, but then the moment that you've seen him, maybe it's now a turn off or something.
I will not judge the book by its cover, like judging how he's wearing, but I would pay particular attention to what he is saying to me, because that is what would really matter. Well, how you dress, or whether you are a junkie, you wear suits with tackies, it's okay. What matters is what you say to me, how I feel about you. Presentation don't really matter, because people who really present themselves as good and smart are not really that smart. They're just fake.
I beg to differ from Tando. I don't agree at all. I mean, honestly, I'm seeing you for the first time, and then you come wearing a suit with tackies. I don't think I'd even entertain you. If possible, I'd actually run away, because you'd actually embarrass me. Like, honestly, I don't think really I can entertain that kind of a person. So to me, on a date, it's the first time meeting that person. I'd actually appreciate it if you come to me looking presentable. You come to me in a way that even if my parents were to walk in, or my friends, I won't be ashamed to say, this is my potential husband or something. So
Why would you judge that person, like, from the first impression?
You're gonna have to, because that's what you're working with at that point. Like, we're all selling each other hopes and dreams here. So just make sure what you're selling me is good enough for me to want to buy. I mean, if you're gonna come out with that one pair of shoes that you have, like the best ones, and you come to me, of course I'm gonna be sold dreams that he's got really nice shoes. But for me to actually now judge on your style and whether this is the kind of person I want to be associated with, I'm gonna have to see you about 3, 4, 5 more times, you know, in case you only have like one amazing outfit.
Is that going to be a problem as well?
Personally, it wouldn't be a problem.
It wouldn't be a problem.
It wouldn't be. But like I said, aesthetics, you know, I may be obsessed with taking Instagram pictures with my bae. So I can't take pictures with you wearing that one same outfit for my Instagram, my WhatsApp, my Snapchat, my Twitter. It's not going to work. So you have to have an not amazing dress sense, just
Style.
yeah, be presentable. Ukhangeleke. You understand? I don't want to have to, like Vanille said, I don't want to have to hide you from my parents or my friends, you know, because you can't dress. I don't want to do that. I want to be proud of you. I want to look at you and be like, guys, that's my man. You see, not really own you, but yeah, own you in a way. So yeah.
Okay. And how would you tell your man that you do not like the way that he dresses?
You have to be blunt.
How?
sometimes.
How?
Really blunt. Babe, sit down. Listen. So I've noticed that this is how you dress, and I'm not comfortable with you looking like this. So do you think you can try and do this? Point out what you don't like and then suggest an alternative. Communicate. You know, don't tell him, communicate. Be like, those shoes, I don't think they look good on you. Are you willing to try this? Because I think this would look great on you. See?
And Tando, what do you think?
For the first time, I agree with her that if you have to like change someone's dress sense, you have to sit down with the person, tell them that babe, I would have preferred you wearing this because this would look good on you. Or maybe the person likes wearing suits. Even if you're going to swim, the person will have to wear a suit. You just tell them, no, babe, you have to change, okay? Like, move with the times, you know. This doesn't look good on you, but maybe if you try this, you would look much better.
I agree with both these ladies that you have to discuss about it. You have to sit down with your man and tell him that, babe, I actually think that if you can wear jeans and an all-star, it can actually look good rather than wearing whatever it is that he actually wears, rather than telling him in a rude way that will actually make him feel bad about himself or actually belittling him in a way. So I think you have to tell him in a polite manner what you think and actually suggest it rather than telling him, babe, you have to wear this and this and this now.
But how would you? This person has been having his style for quite a long time, and you are just the new girlfriend. Everyone hasn't been telling him all along that they don't like his style, but then you are the new girlfriend and you are coming up to him and you're telling him that you do not like the way he dresses, you do not like his style, and you think that he should actually wear something else different. Do you think that sitting down with him for the first time and you're discussing this, do you think that it will actually work? Will he really be convinced that, okay, fine, my girlfriend says that she doesn't like the way I dress, so let me just change my style. Let me just look for a whole new wardrobe just for her.
The first time around, it may not work. I mean, the person you're talking to may feel attacked. They may feel like there's something wrong with them, you know. So it all goes to how you talk to them. I mean, you may see something on TV and be like, I think you look good in that. And then he'll be like, no, that's not my style. Or she'll be like, nah, I don't reveal too much skin. And then he'll be like, no, you should try it. It'll just bring out your curves or make you look taller or make you look more handsome. You know, just stroke their ego. You know, stroke their ego. Make them feel good. Like, tell them that would look so amazing on you. Like, just hype them up. Be their hype man. You know, hype up what you're selling. Like, you're telling them, babe, you would look amazing in skinny jeans, and he doesn't wear skinny jeans. Or you tell your girlfriend that, no, you would look amazing in dresses, and she doesn't wear dresses. Just take a picture of them in a dress or whatever, and show them what they would look like. Because I think sometimes it works better if they see themselves in that light. So if they like what they see, then you can progress the conversation to be, would you be more open to wearing these kind of things? Because I think they look great on you.
Okay. And Tando, what do you think?
I agree with her again. If you have to change someone who's like been wearing the same stuff for a very long time, you have to be cool. You don't have to be like a detective. Hey, I need you to change. I need you to start wearing like this now. You have to sit with the person down. Tell him, baby, this would look good on you. You would look like Chris Brown if you would look like Chris Brown. You have to like say those convincing things that if he changes his dressing sense, then he would look amazing. Like, you tell him that you'll be the perfect guy that I've been waiting for.
Guys will buy into that.
But you're just telling him in theory. You're not even like buying him. Like, maybe you want him to be wearing skinnies and all stars. You are not contributing to that. He's the one who has to buy the stuff for himself. You are not contributing. You're just telling him that, okay, babe, you will look good in jeans, you will look good in shirts, or you look good in whatever that you think you look good in. You're not even contributing. You're just telling him in theory. Do you think that it's really possible for someone to actually buy into that because you just took a picture of him and he's okay with that? You'll be like, okay, fine, Natasha told me that I'll look good in jeans, so let me just wear the jeans. Is it really possible? Is it really feasible?
It depends on how much of an influence you have over him. Because us as women, we have some hold over the people that we're with, to a certain extent. Like, you will tell him to jump and he will ask how high. I mean, that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Like, it really isn't. But if that's how you guys' dynamic is, if you tell him, the next morning he'll buy 5 pairs of skinny jeans just to keep you happy. You see? But if he's not like that, take it upon yourself to buy him those jeans or buy her that dress.
Because you're the one who wants the person to change.
If you came up with the suggestions, go purchase it. Don't ask the next person to do it.
What do you think, Manile?
On that one, I don't think I actually agree. For me personally, let's say I like wearing skinny jeans. You come to me with a dress and then you'll be like, babe, can you wear this? I'd actually be offended. I would prefer it if you first talk to me about it. Then I make my own decision that, do I really want to wear the dress? Yes or no? Maybe. I make my own decision. Fine, I'd appreciate the gesture that you actually bought the dress and all that, but let me decide on my own first before you actually go and buy that thing. So I don't think it would be nice to buy him the skinny jeans and be like, babe, I think you'd look nice if you were to wear skinny jeans. I bought you some. I don't think it would be nice.
So basically what you're saying is that if you were in that situation as a woman, you wouldn't want someone to sit down with you and explain to you whether they like your fashion sense or they don't like your fashion sense?
No, I'd appreciate it if you sit down with me and talk to me about it without going to the store and buying the things you think that I must wear. Talk to me about it first, then you can go and buy if I agree to wear that's whatever item you want me to wear. Not to go and buy, then you come to me and say, I bought you this, can you wear this? I won't agree with that.
What do you think, Tando?
Honestly, I don't go hand in hand with changing myself, with someone talking me down to change my dress sense. No, I don't like that. If you like me as I am, I don't have to change. I don't have to start wearing crop tops just because you saw someone else wearing crop tops and you also want me, your girlfriend, to wear it. No, I don't agree with that. If you love me, you have to appreciate what I am, who I am. You know, I don't have to change for anyone. I am me. And if saying yes to what you want means saying no to what I feel like wanting or what I know I deserve, then I would choose me over you.
What do you think, Natasha?
I have to disagree with you. Because since both of you are in a relationship, you have to compromise. You are there to improve each other. And in that improvement and compromising, there's suggestions, putting it on the table. It's not like shoving it in your face. You're suggesting that, look, you're great, but I think this would make you look better. So if you guys are in like a loving relationship and you talk and you communicate, you wouldn't have a problem with the next person wanting to improve you, helping you like be a better person, you see.
Okay. And isn't it hypocritical for someone to actually want to change the next person, but they do not want to take any opinion from that person, from that same person? Isn't it like being a hypocrite? Because you want to change someone else's dress code, but then you do not want that person to change the way you are dressed, the way you dress, your fashion sense and your fashion style.
It's being a hypocrite to some certain extent, because making someone else change when you don't want to be changed, it's like correcting someone when you're wrong also. So if you are in a relationship, you have to both come into terms and say, no babe, if we are going to change our sense, our fashion sense, we both have to change. I don't like how you dress, I don't like miniskirts, and I don't like you wearing suits and takis. We both have to change to something better. So if we are changing, we are both changing, both parties are changing.
Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us on this discussion. And for all the viewers who are watching, thank you so much for joining us, and see you next week.